Okay.
Yes, sir.
रिकॉर्डिंग ना वो कर दिया उसने स्टार्ट, यश ने कर दिया. Okay, then if it is not solved, is it solved?
Sir, it is nearly coming 37 degrees.
Okay, anyone else?
Sir, is it 42.2 degrees?
See this 32 point?
2 degrees.
Correct. You can see that, right?
So
The
mine was
solution is
coming
given to
around
you.
29:30.
29:30. Yeah, fine. Around 30, who is getting is correct. You have done it like this, right? Should I solve it? Okay, then let me also solve it. Just in front of you, this may be the last problem I'll solve. Okay, then next problem. So for example, I'm going to now share the entire screen. I'll share the whole screen with you. Fine, now it is visible. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy this in SolidWorks because, and I paste it here. Now, first thing I'll do, I'll create a point somewhere, and that will be this point, this rigid point. So this is fixed. Somewhere I have created. Now, as my scale, like I said, I'll give an annotation saying that my scale is 1 inch equals to 1 inch equals to 2 mm. Okay, fine. In that case, now I'm going to draw these linkages. Correct. So this is my first link. I have randomly created it first somewhere. This is a line. It is passing through this. So this line is coincide with this, of course. And the dimension is given. This is 18 inch. 18 inch means how much it will be? 18 into 2. Okay. All the time we need to multiply it by 2 because we are having scale is little bit larger in our case. Okay. So 8 into 2 means 16. Okay. Now you can see that this thing can do like this, right? This is your handle. Handle is ready. Make it a little bit thicker so it looks nice. Done. Okay. Now let me save it. Otherwise it may hang also. Fine. Now my target is to locate this particular point. Okay. How I can locate it? It is given that it is nothing but the point is connected with this at this point, and there is a line over here. Other than that, I don't know anything. I only know that the length of this link is given to us, that is 15 inch. That means the length from here to here is given to us, that is 15 into 3 mean 15 into 2 means 30. Correct. So 15 into 2, it is fine. Now there is a block connected with that, so I'll just make a block, and I'll say that this point, this block is coinciding with the center of this. Correct. And also the I'm going to give some dimensions to this so that it will look very similar to what we are doing. So maybe 10 mm, and this may be 10. Fine. Also, there is a vertical distance given to you. What is that vertical distance? This distance, 9 inch. Hai na? So this is nothing but 18 inch. Na? So what I'll do, I'll create point from here and distance from here. It is given to us 9 inch means 18. Correct? All the dimensions are correct? Rahul? Is everything
Yes.
all right in this?
Yes, sir. Wait a minute.
Okay, if
Yeah,
everything is
yeah,
all
sir.
right, what should happen now?
So, I have a question.
Yes.
So while drawing on paper, how we can assume any angle between that 15-inch link and that 8 plus 18-inch link?
15-inch link and
8
18-inch
plus,
link. 15-inch link, 18-inch link.
8,
No
8
need, it will
plus.
constrain. It will constrain properly because this is going to, okay, fine, I got it. You see the slider?
Yes, sir.
It can only move up and down. So
Yes,
this
sir.
point can move only in vertical line. So you need to draw what? You have this point. You can draw a line na, at 9-inch of infinite length.
Right.
Can you locate then a point on this, keeping your compass here at 15-inch?
I got it. Thank
Got
you.
it?
Yes.
Should I do it in that way again?
No, sir.
Okay. Who was this?
Gyanendra.
Gyanendra, fine. Okay, very good, Gyanendra. Anyone else facing such issue? Okay, fine. Now it is said that it is at an angle of 10 degree from the horizontal. So let me draw first a horizontal line for construction of infinite length. Okay, and it is said like the angle between this and this is initially 10 degree. Correct. If it is 10 degree, I can see that this will be my position now. Okay, and hence I'll measure the distance some maybe from somewhere to somewhere, like this vertical distance. This is 27.14 right now. Okay, so this is right now 27.14. Now what I can do, I can draw quickly one more like you have done. So that is also possible, or I can just change this dimension from 10 degree to something. I mean we need to change output, right? So this should be the driven dimension. You can do in two ways. There are two types of dimension in SolidWorks. One is the driving dimension and the driven dimensions. We want this to be driven dimension. So what I'll do, I'll just constrain this to this, that it is a distance of whatever in the beginning, and this angle between and this angle is 10 degree. And this it will ask when I'll say make this dimension driven. Fine, it is driven. Means if I'll change it, it will automatically change. So if I say that the lid is raised by how much? 3 inch, right? So how much I should subtract? Who will tell me? Anyone, please. How much I should subtract?
6.
Vishwanath.
6.
Fine, 6. Because our why we are subtracting 6? This is because my scale is like this. 1 inch equals to 2 mm. Correct? And I am dealing with mm, milligram, gram, and second. You can see. So now you see the new angle, that is 32.1. Correct? And earlier it was 10. So what is the difference? 22.21 degree. That is the exact answer. You might have got a little bit here and there. I will definitely accommodate plus minus 3 degree or 4 degree. Is it okay? It's okay. The procedure should be accurate. All of you got it? Fine. Now let me just show you one more problem. Okay. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then solve it. Yeah. Can someone read it for me first?
Determine the amount of rotation of the foot pedal to compress the air cylinder to 175 millimeter. Determine the displacement of point X.
Okay, so now in that case, what is the maximum dimension? Yanandra?
300 millimeter.
And the minimum?
50.
50. Fine. So what you will do? What should be your scale?
I will take 100 millimeter as 1 centimeter.
100 millimeter as
1 centimeter.
no, tell me in millimeter and whatever given here in again millimeter. Like, can you say like this 1/10, 1/2, something like this? Can you tell?
I didn't understand, sir.
Are you going to take 1/10, the scale, whatever given in the figure, divided by 10? That is your scale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't you think it will be too small? How will draw 2.2? I mean 22. Okay, least is 5 mm, right? Okay, fine is 5 is okay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I would have taken like 1/5.
Yes, sir. 1/5 will be more convenient.
Yeah, you try. Okay. I'll also quickly draw it in SolidWorks so that we will not waste now much time, and I'll be able to quickly show you the animation and we can check the answer.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
So, what is the meaning of compressing the air cylinder to 175 millimeter? I couldn't understand it.
Read it again and tell me. Determine the amount of rotation of foot pedal. What is foot pedal according to you in this?
So, the point X.
Correct. To compress
Now,
the air.
air is in
Cylinder
the.
to. Now I don't know what is the distance right now between this to this, but it should compress to 175 mm.
Okay, right. I got it.
Read it. Good. Done. Who has completed it? Yanendra, over.
No, sir.
Did you draw the pedal? How did you draw the pedal?
So, I haven't drawn it yet.
Okay then. Who has drawn then? Ankit Oja?
No, sir, not yet. I'm drawing that pedal part only.
Okay. Ritu?
Yes, sir, I'm drawing. No.
You're also drawing. Okay.
Sir, I am getting
Yeah.
the rotation angle about 22.4 degree.
22.4.
22.04 degree.
20 degree almost. Nah, fine. Let us
Yeah.
see. I'm also about to finish it. Yeah, done.
Sir, I'm getting about 13-14 degrees.
13, 14. Okay. There's a good difference, right? In your answer and his answer, right? Okay. Let us few more answers I want to hear before solving it by myself. Okay, what is the current angle between the paddle and the ground? I mean, can you tell me between this one? Can you tell this one and the ground? This angle, I'm asking. How much it is?
Or is it 6.57 degree?
6.4. Not really, I guess. Are you sure?
Let me check, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me ask a few more of you who has already solved it. Who will tell me?
48.5.
14. Okay, yeah. So what is the answer? Final answer. Okay, can you see here? So of course you can draw this. Right now the distance, this was drawn with a 1/10 scale, and you can see that currently the angle, this angle which is over here, not given actually. Fine, but I think you might have drawn it something like this, correct? So 14 degrees approximately the answer. Can you see this? Now let us look into the exact answer. Look at the exact answer. So I have drawn this linkage. I'll just, if you want, I can quickly draw it. But there's one more problem we need to do. Initially, how much it is? 225 by 5. That is the distance. So the angle is 148. Sorry, 48.19 degree from the ground. This particular I am measuring. Which one I am measuring? I'll just show it to you. This angle. Okay, this is 48.5. Everything correct? Can you verify? Someone, please.
Yes, sir. 48.
This is 60 degree. This is
Yes, sir.
60. This is 40. This is 5. Everyone is getting this angle right now. Now I'll
Yes.
just change
Yes,
this
sir.
dimension to 175 by 5. Hence, now new angle is, you can see that how much it is? 31. Oh, how much it is? 30. 31, na? Is it clear? Yeah. Is it correct? Oh, determine the displacement of point X. Oh, we need to determine the displacement. I just find out the angular rotation. I'm sorry. Okay, so that is also fine. No issues. We will do that. So 45, right? This was 45. And earlier, what is the distance between this point and this point? It is 38.6. And if I change it to 35, I mean 175 by 5, then it will be 11.2 11.22. Correct? So 11.22 minus 38.36. How much it is? Yeah, 38.36 minus 11.22, 27.14, and this is not as per our scale, so I'll just multiply it by 5. Answer is 135.7. That is the exact answer. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So any doubts in this? You want to discuss anything further on this? And this is the displacement. I'm telling only vertical displacement. Let me ask some of you. Harsh,
Yes, sir.
how much is coming? The vertical displacement?
So my angle was coming around 14.
14 degrees. Okay, that is what I got, right?
Yes, sir. So I guess the displacement would
Okay.
be also.
If one of this is correct, then that will be definitely correct, right? No issues. Fine. And if this is, I'm asking as vertical, I have measured the vertical displacement, right? So some of you might have measured the exact distance between the 2 points, na? So that is also fine. No issues. Okay. Who else? Parnav. Pranav. Richa.
Yes, sir.
You got it?
Same. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone is not getting the same answer or something else? I mean, if not, then solve this problem. This is the last for today. First of all, I want to know what is the degree of freedom of this particular linkage. Yeah, what is the degree of freedom of this linkage? Priyal Juneja.
Yes, sir.
What is the degree of freedom of the linkage shown?
I guess it will be 1.
How do you know that?
So by seeing.
Okay,
that-
then tell me. Okay. Let me change my question. How many links are there?
1, 2, 3.
Don't count like this. Okay, but you cannot.
Sorry.
Okay, draw. Yeah, fine. Okay. There is one ground, obviously. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Then there is a link over here. This blue colored link. Correct.
Yes, sir.
This is this plate, and hence you can draw it. I mean to say, how you draw it. First of all, let me just explain to you. There is a link which is nothing but the frame of the body. Correct. And it is what kind of link this frame is? What is the degree of this frame?
So which frame?
Which frame? There is only one frame. This is the frame. My pointer is visible, na? This is the frame.
Yeah, yes, sir.
What is the degree of freedom of? So what is the order of this frame? I mean the link frame.
So ternary.
Ternary. Very good. How do you know that? Because three other links are connected with this. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Now Ritu.
Yes, sir.
How many ternary links are there?
Um,
Huh?
sir, 2.
Two. Very good. Okay, now you tell me, Ritu, you just tell me what should be the scale.
So scale should be 1. So you took 1:50
That is fine.
because
You
it's
tell me that.
1.4.
Ah.
Yes, sir.
What is the minimum
We
value?
can also take 1:10 also because 1.4 is the minimum. Sorry, 0.3 is the minimum value.
Yes, 0.3 is the minimum value and maximum value
It is 1.4.
1.4, right? So if you'll take 10,
Yeah.
then what will happen?
So we can also
You will
take
have
1:100. Yeah.
1:100. Yes, yeah, 1:100 is fine if your scale permits. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
definitely it will permit. Fine, you can do in both the ways. Okay, but if you have a smaller scale like I have small, then I'll not be very sure about the 14. I can take 14 mm, the minimum distance, but then if something goes here and there, I don't have space enough.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that would be like I have only 150 mm ruler. Fine, go ahead, solve it. All of you, please draw it quickly. And I'll solve this problem along with you in SolidWorks.
Sir, do we have to calculate the angular displacement of that bed?
What is written? For the dump truck mechanism shown in figure, determine the displacement of the bed as the cylinder shortened by. So you need to find out the displacement of the bed, means uh, this thing. When this actuator, which is the input, get it shortened by. Right now, what is the distance? It is having something. I'm not sure. It is given. Yeah, 1.4 meter is the distance now right now.
Yes, sir.
So this 1.4 meter will shorten by 0.15, means new value will be 1.25. What?
1.25. Yes, sir.
Correct. So, but if it reduces to 1.25, you need to find out how much this displacement bed has moved. Tell me in angle, tell me in vertical displacement or anything. That is not given here.
Okay.
So you tell me angular displacement or vertical displacement or anything. Fine. These are some steps I'm showing. Okay, this is the bigger version. If some of you may not be able to, yeah. You can see that this is the bigger image of the same thing.
Sir, is the container connected with this ternary link?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I am getting 14-degree angular displacement.
14. Okay,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Now you guys are expert in this. Good. 14-degree. Who else? Let me tell some names so that I can recall your names. Yeah, Pranav. Are you back? Juyal. There's no Juyal. or Juneja, sorry. Priyal Juneja,
Yes, sir. I'm drawing.
drawing. Okay. Sabarwal, Rahul Sabarwal. Okay. Please raise the hand who has got the answer. Just now, who said that he has got 14 degree? Shardul.
Shardul, yes.
Okay, okay. So you got 14 degree, right? The displacement.
Sir, could you show the question? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll just share the only that slide to you. Now it is fine.
No, sir, the above slide, the question.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, then anyone else have solved it, or we shall start solving it, because I may also take 5-10 minutes in SolidWorks. Okay, then you keep solving, and what I'm doing, I'm going to now, if you don't want to see the screen, I'm drawing it. Here also you can see a little bit. So first step is obviously that I will draw a horizontal line and I'll call it as my ground. So there is an infinite length horizontal line and it is fixed, not going to move. Fine, one step is over. Scale, like someone was just saying, let us take 1 into, I mean this 100 mm. Huh? So let us take 100. So I'll just multiply each and every dimension by 100 mm. Fine. So there are 3 points attached with the ground first of all. So I'll just make 3 points, 1, 2, and 3. One of them I'll say it is fixed. It won't move. Then others are relative to this. So, and the distance between these 2 points, like this point and this point, is given to you. That is 140 mm. Okay, it's going actually too far as per the A4 size. Okay, let it be. What I'll do, I'll just move this point a little bit. And then 65 is also high. Okay, I'll reduce my scale. I think what I have written there, that is the perfect one. So I'll just multiply by 50. So 1.4 into 50. Fine. Now next point is at 0.65 mm. So 0.65 into 50. This is my second point. So I have got this point, this point, and this point. These 3 points, they are attached with the ground. Now let us make this triangle. Okay, this triangle's dimensions are given to me. I only know that the 2 edges of the triangle are 0.3 and 0.3, and also this distance from here to here is also known to me, that is 0.45. That means I know this triangle completely. Okay, so what, and I also know this one point of the triangle will be attached with this particular point. So let us draw a line. Okay, and I'll make a triangle like this. So this is one line, then this is another line, and there is another line attached with this like this. Correct. Now the dimensions are given to you. This particular dimension of the triangle is how much? 0.42 into 50. And you can easily do that. You know this point now. You can draw one circle from here to here and make an arc and another arc at this point. Then later on, to identify this point, you can make an arc from here at a distance of 14 into 1.4 into 5, means you need to put a compass here and locate this point. Okay, that is how you can easily locate this point. So okay, let us do in that way so that you will be comfortable, because you are doing it on using compass, na? So let us do it that way. Instead of drawing the triangle first, I am drawing this link, which is my actuator. Okay, and the length of the actuator is given, that is 1.4. Fine, if I know this distance 1.4, so what I'll do, I'll just draw a link from here, and I know its distance, it is 1.4 multiplied by the scale, that is 50. This is going to be this distance, the length of the actuator, I mean the cylinder piston arrangement. I'm not making piston here because it's rough only. Now what I'll do, I have got approximately this point, because I know the distance from this point to this point, that is 0.3. So in your case, what you can do, you can put your compass here and make an arc. Wherever the arc made at a distance, I mean to say, I'll make an arc like this, right? And then I'll again make an arc from this point onwards at a particular distance of 0.3. Wherever they strike with each other, that will be your point, nothing but this particular point, this one, correct? So as I'm comfortable like this, so what I'll do, I'll just connect this point to this point, and I know that this distance is going to be how much? It is 0.3 multiplied by 50, correct? So I have got this particular point. Fine. Now this triangle has been done. Now I'll just go to this ternary link. Okay, this ternary link is having two more edges, and I know the distance of these edges. So I'll just draw this. In your case, you can put your compass here, make an arc, and put your compass here and make an arc of distance 0.3 multiply by whatever your scale. My case is 0.3 into 50, and this distance, this will be how much it is? How much it is? 0.42 into 50, correct? Now let me just give some colors, otherwise it won't look good. I'll say this triangle, this triangular link is in yellow color, because it's a single link, na? So I'll just give some color to this, and I'll say that it is in yellow color. My actuator, I'm giving a color to this, a red color, and some thickness also. Now it looks fine. Okay, so actuator done. This this particular ternary link is done. Now let us draw another link which is at a distance of 0.35. So let me draw a link from this point onwards, and I also know that its length is 0.35 into 50. In your case, you don't know it, so what you are going to do, you will just draw the arc, and other constraints will meet soon when you will complete this drawing. So I have got this point. Now I also know that the distance between this point and this point is 0.85. Then done. I mean to say, I need to put my compass here and make an arc. Wherever it will strike with this particular arc, that will be my this particular location, this particular hinge point. So I have got it, saying it as 0.85 into 50, correct? And I'm going to give some color to this. This particular link is separated, so I'll give a color to maybe blue to this link. Okay, so let us make blue, and this is associated with the truck. Okay, so if you want, I can make the whole truck also, if you want to really see the truck. So what I'm going to do, maybe I'll just extend this, or maybe I'll just draw a truck over here. I mean to say something like this. This is perpendicular to this, and they both are parallel to each other and equal also. Okay, the only thing I need to give is the height of the truck, which is randomly I'm giving. It is not given to you, so just randomly give it, maybe 50. And this is not really of our interest, so I'll just hide this. What I want to see is some good color to this particular thing, and I'm going to give a maybe green color to this. Fine. Isn't it clear to you, all of you? Any doubts in this? Harsh?
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubts, right? Fine. Now, what is the question? It is saying that if this distance is reduced by how much? I can't see. Can anybody? 0.15, right? I guess. Correct, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in our case, it will be 0.15 into 50, na? So that means it will be, I'll just multiply it. Yeah, so 15 into 5, 75.7, so it will be nothing but 7.5. So I'm going to reduce it like this. So right now it was 1.4. I said that it will become 1.25, correct? This is the new length, multiply by 5, 0. Okay, wait a minute. Before that, we need to also see what they are asking. They are asking the displacement, na? So let us measure the angular displacement. They have not mentioned that which displacement they want. So let us assume this is a driven dimension. Fine, I want it to be driven only. And now if I change this dimension, 125 point this. So this is right now 55.94 degree. Correct? Say okay. It is becoming 69.9 degree. Okay, so what is the difference? How many of you are getting a similar answer? Now if I delete these dimensions, now you can see that also. If I change the length of this is how the mechanism is going to work, right? If there is a something is there now inside this truck, that will dump like this, correct? You see that? Is it visible? What is increasing and decreasing in this case? This length. More accurately, I can draw two links, because there are two links. What I have done, I have made them one link for this analysis only, but you can make them two links also. Okay, there's a trick for that also. I'll show you. So what I mean to say that you can draw two links that will represent piston and cylinder, something like this. I mean to say. Fine. So this is one link and this is another link, and I'm saying that, for example, this is in green color and this one is in red color, or in some color maybe, and anyway this color will change because it's not fully constrained. So, and these two are collinear. They are collinear, but their point will be there. There will be one point over here and another point will be here. So I'm going to draw just one point corresponding to this. Okay, and one point corresponding to this. So now there are two links. One is this back one, another is this forward one. Fine. And the distance of something will be same in that case. I mean, both the link length has to be same, has to be fixed. The only thing will change is their relative position. So assume that what I wanted to say, the length of this particular link, which is maybe the piston going inside, is 50 mm, and the length of this particular link, which is nothing but the cylinder, representing the cylinder, is 30 mm. Assume that. Now what is happening, that distance will change like this. Are you able to see now this point? This point is going inside, correct? I'm talking about this point, correct now? This is the actual scenario. I meant to say, you see this, correct? So this is representing your piston cylinder arrangement. This point is going inside. If you really want to make it more better, then what you can do, you can draw a rectangle also over here. Okay, and you can say that this rectangle is nothing but the piston, and you can make one rectangle corresponding to this, that is nothing but your cylinder. Correct. So how many of you have got the angular displacement? Yeah, Shardul, how much you got?
14 degrees, sir.
You got 14. I remember you were the first. The correct answer is, I think, 14.04. Correct, I think. Very good. Palak.
Sir, I messed up in this question due to short lens.
So I will have to draw that again.
Okay. So take it 50, yeah? 50 will work. 1:50.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
You what you can see now on SolidWorks. This is on A4 size paper. So it looks
Yes,
good.
sir.
You may also have a A4 size paper, na? So it looks good.
Yeah.
1:50 is good. Fine. Any doubts? I hope there are no doubts, na? Or you have doubts also?
No, sir. No doubts. I have
Okay.
taken the screenshot. I'll draw that again afterwards. Yeah.
Oh, that is good. And what about Kunal?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Sumit, oh sorry, Soham.
Yes, sir.
Done?
Yes, sir.
How much you got?
Around 40.
Around 40. Fine. So this completes the displacement analysis. I have combinedly explained two things to you in this. What I have already explained is the graphical method of what you were doing at your end. I also did the CAD part. Okay, you can see that what I did here. I give different colors now, like I have shown it to you. This is the piston cylinder arrangement. Even the displacement can be measured. I have also shown you the CAD, how to do this displacement analysis in CAD. So basically now I can say that graphical position analysis is completed. You need to do few things. I'm going to summarize. Choose a proper scale by looking at the minimum and maximum length in the linkage. First step should be identify the frame immediately. Then identify links connected to the frame. That should be your second step. And your third step should be identify the links connecting to the non-points and each other. If you follow this strategy, you can take the screenshot. You will never mess up with the making any position diagram if it is completely
Your screen is
constrained.
not visible.
Can you see this now? So
yes,
you may take these are the steps. So I have already said, so you just note it down or you may take this screenshot. But anyway, I'm going to share the slides of module 2 today. Fine. Now tomorrow we shall discuss about the velocity analysis, and first we shall discuss about the graphical method, and of course then we shall discuss the analytical method of the velocity analysis. That will be on now, not on Monday, because Monday we have quiz. On Wednesday. Okay, so on Wednesday let us discuss the velocity analysis. Fine. If you don't have any doubt, you may please leave, or I'm here, we can discuss. There's a quiz, you remember that? I'll send an email for the examiner supervisors. Your groups will be divided accordingly. You have to keep your camera on all the time while writing the answers, and you need to then in 45 minutes or 50 minutes, whatever mentioned, need to submit the question paper to your examiner supervisor, examination supervisor. Remember that I'm mentioning here, but I'll write in the email also. The subject of your email should be your roll number. Oh, sorry, should be the quiz 1, and the file you will save should be your roll number. That is the only thing I request you. Other are fine. If you are in doubt, let me know.
Sir, I want to ask something, sir, but it's not related to the course.
Okay.
Sir, I wanted to ask that suppose when you are traveling from anywhere else to the campus, then do they ask you to take RT-PCR test beforehand, or they take your test after coming to the campus? Because we have been given the notification that we will be allowed to come to the campus within a month.
Don't worry, if you have got such notification, in that case they will give you proper guidelines also how to come. Okay, I can share with you my experience. I recently came to the campus a few days back on 17th of January, and that time I just came directly, and then they conduct the antigen test that came immediately, the rapid test, and then RT-PCR as well. Before till I wait for the result for RT-PCR result, I was waiting. I was home quarantine.
Okay,
I mean,
thank you.
Okay, that is what was happening with me. But I am very sure now the new guidelines will come. Please wait and keep checking your emails.
Thank you, sir. Sir, and is there any possibility of an offline end sem on this semester?
I don't know. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I will be also very happy, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
सर हेलो सर
Yes. Yes.
सर सॉलिड एज में पॉसिबल है क्या सिमुलेशन?
सब होगा, क्यों नहीं होगा? थोड़ा सा फोकस
सर
करोगे हो
मतलब
जाएगा।
जैसे आप मूव कर रहे थे, हमने ट्राई किया तो मतलब वो पूरा डायग्राम मूव हो रहा है।
दिखाओ, उसे कंस्ट्रेंट करो थोड़ा, कुछ मोशन वर्शन उसके कुछ पॉइंट वगैरह फिक्स करने होंगे। होगा, होना चाहिए, इट शुड वर्क। बट डू यू हैव एनी लेक्चर नाउ?
यस सर,
Then
एचएसएस।
you go, right? Why you? Okay, leave it. Oh, show me that. Go up. What is it? No, show me. Move it. What is happening?
सर लाइक it should move now. Entire diagram is moving.
I'm not aware of solid edge, first of all. Now, what if you fix this? Can you fix something here? Like, can you say that the bottom edge is fixed? It cannot move at all.
So constraints.
Yes, give proper constraints. So the bottom edge it cannot move. Give that constraint too.
Like how? I also don't know. How to give like proper constraints that it should not move.
Yeah. Can you fix these points? 1 point and point. Okay, I'll tell you one thing. First, what is your name? Bhavesh. You do
sir.
one thing. You try this first. Try this. In the like I'm doing in SolidWorks, na?
Yes, sir.
I can show you in GeoGebra also. You'll like it. But what I recommend you, for example, you have a point. You draw a point anywhere and fix the point first. If you are able to do that and draw a line passing through this point, one edge should be on, one point should be here, and fix the length of the edge, maybe 100 mm. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now you should be able to move it like this.
Okay.
If you are able to do, then I'm sure you can do many things. Test this.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Then you can do many things, because that was the first thing I also did when I invented this.
हाँ, मतलब वो constraint करना पड़ेगा उसे.
Exactly. Yeah, the first time when I did, I suddenly saw that okay, it is doing like this. Then why don't I create the whole thing? I did, and it was working. So you also try. Nobody uses. Let me tell you, nobody uses these packages for this purpose. We are using it. We may be the few in the world. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir. Okay.
What are you saying?
Thank you. No. कि मतलब अब वो दूसरी फाइल में होगा जो हम ये ना अभी ड्राफ्ट वाली फाइल में ट्राई कर रहे हैं ना, शायद से ऐसा हो सकता है.
ड्राफ्ट में करना है. That is better.
ड्राफ्ट
में करना है. I am also doing in drafting. Note that.
हाँ.
Yeah, but it may happen. The solid edge may work. I've never used. Okay, Sumit.
Yes, sir.
Do you use solid edge?
No, sir.
Okay, then you have to explore, Bhavesh.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Take care.
Bye.
हाँ सुमित, आज तो कोई तो था.
एक था ना सर, प्रणव गर्ग.
बाद में बोला?
नहीं बोला सर वो.
2 बार मैंने बोला ना. आप उसका नाम, उसका मैं देखता हूँ, मुझे मेल कर दो ये नाम.
ओके सर, मेल करना है सर या ठीक है सर.
चलो याद रहेगा, छोड़ो, लिख लिया मैंने, छोड़ो.
ओके सर. बाकी तो सर हाँ ठीक है. बाकी सर इनको सबको मेल आ चुके हैं. एक्चुअली मैं अब कॉलेज वापस की, मतलब वेलकम बैक आ गया था इनको.
अच्छा आ रहे हैं, हाँ बढ़िया ही आ जाए तो। वैसे आएंगे भी तो
हाँ।
क्लासरूम नहीं है चालू होगा अभी।
यस सर, अभी तो कंसेंट फॉर्म से बुला रहे हैं ना, ऐसा नहीं मैंडेटरी कर दे सबको।
हाँ वही ना, ठीक है कोई बात नहीं, बाद में करेंगे, इस सेमेस्टर तो ऐसे ही जाएगा।
यस सर, ये
पर
तो
ठीक है।
ऑनलाइन लगे।
हम्म,
एंड बाकी से क्विज, वो जो क्विज सुपरवाइजर इस बार का
वो करना है डिसाइड, मैं आऊंगा मिलने तुमसे नीचे।
ठीक है सर। ओके।
ठीक है आऊंगा थोड़ी देर में। ठीक,
ठीक है सर।
ओके बाय।
ओके सर।